Okay, assign purchasing organization to plant, and purchasing organization was AQ47, AQ47, and it's already assigned. Okay, assign standard purchasing organization to plant. Okay, plant is AQ47. Purchase organization will be AQ47. So why do we assign a standard purchasing organization? Because there can be many other purchasing organization based on material types, material categories, but there can be one central or a standard benchmark for purchasing, or that purchasing organization can be the central purchasing organization for that company. Okay, so that's why we assign a plant. Okay, phone request. Cheeto. Now, assign purchase organization to reference purchase organization. New entries. Purchase organization AQ47. Now, reference purchasing organization can be your oldest or most loaded or most branded or most experienced or largest based on whatever the metrics. Okay, release order, reference data, conditions. There are conditions that you can put forward when you are creating or moving the inventory. Okay, reference data can be material data, vendor data, or shipping and freight details. Those conditions or tax conditions can be put forward. Right now, I'm not checking that. Let's save it. Now, what is release order? I'll tell you that. Now, release order is actually, it is applied at PR and PO level. Now, what is release order? Once an officer enters a PO, he releases it. Once he releases it, his supervisor gets the authority to reject it or approve it. So when he approves it, he releases that order to his superior, that is CFO or chief inventory director or manager. And once it goes to the director level or the CTO level or CFO level, that is a final release. Now, these hierarchies are not necessary. It could be 3 levels. It can be 2 levels, or it can be one or none. Okay. We save it. It's already saved. Next is logistics execution is for warehouse. We'll discuss this later. Once this is done, the assignment is done now. We come to the next level, and that is I think I should not yet touch this, but we have to touch it later on. Okay. Material master. Material master. Field selection, configuring material master. Structure of data sequence. Okay, we'll come to this later. But first, we'll go for basic settings and make global settings. Okay. Now, once we are into making material master that I showed you yesterday, okay, material master is based on status of the material, whether it is available or not, or locked, whatever. Or it can be made with no administrative data. Some material master can be authorized and some cannot be. So that is status dependence. At table level, this is for the technical update. If you want to create a master, material master, it is done at table level for technical resources to handle material master. Okay. Standard document type, there can be many document types supporting material movement. Now we have engineering design drawing. No, we don't want this. Okay, we will go for something inbound document, folder, info document, QM, recipe. Now recipe is for manufacturing, final version, raw version. Okay, compliance. Now type can be object master, cover sheet, demo, engineering design drawing, but this is not our template. But anyways, let's go with this because none other is so suitable. RFC destination, if you are fetching from a third-party software, the details of the material master, it can be integrated using RFC. ABAP consultants can actually share this. Okay. Now, shared log. Now, shared log and async updating is easy. Once you're creating a material master, it so happens that the same material type is being made somewhere else. So the same material can be updated. For example, in global companies, if is a central purchasing organization, materials can be made at the same time. For that, we need a control to see the material master being approved or rejected. Over there, asynchronous updating can be allowed, but it is not, which can actually cause, because if I'm making a material master and you are creating a material master of the same nature, that will create duplication. So this has very much high chances to create duplication. Shared log. Now, shared log is if I'm working on a material master, it can be locked, okay, or it cannot be. So I'm just keeping the standard changes. X distribution chain pricing reference material, distribution chain specific price reference material. Now, this is basically for those industries where, like FMCG, we need a chain of command or a chain of processes where many materials are going through a different process at the same time. That is distribution chain. Follow-up material, yes. Now, follow-up material basically is when you're creating a material which has subparts or like spare parts. So follow-up material can, or in other words, or in other cases, in other examples, follow-up material is also, if a material is ordered, partial delivery has been made, the other material can also show up after some time. That's follow-up material as well. A reference material for consumption. If you're making a material master, it can be used for production or sales or consumption. Planning material, this is used for MRP. Configurable material, this is again configurable is for automotive industry, where spare parts or parts are actually joined together and that spare parts are configurable. Configurable means that these parts, for example, a bolt is being used for a hydraulic press, or that, and the same bolt is using for printing press. So we will have to configure that material. Cross plant and plant specific, both can be possible. Manufacturer part number, yes, a manufacturing part number is for specific order material. For example, if you're making a specific, let's say, a sports car, okay? So every part of that car will be specifically made for that car, so it will bear a part number, okay? Now, original batch reference material. Original batch, if a material is being ordered and supplied in parts, the original batch can be referenced to the first batch or the last batch. Okay, we can check that. Reference material for packing. Reference material can be the material that has been packed earlier. No consistency checks. Okay, consistency means that integration like profit center or pricing those will be checked over here. If I check it, it will not actually connect it. Okay. So no consistency checks is basically not advisable. Okay. Okay, distribute configuration values for material variants. Now, this is for basically material valuation. We will actually check this in the later lectures. No update during split valuation. No update means the price will not be updated, but it should be updated basically during every valuation that happens for the material. Now, we are actually going too much into details, which shouldn't be because it will just confuse you right now. Okay, so save and save. Okay, global settings made. Maintain company codes for material management. Okay, this is very, very important step because you cannot actually process your materials without this. AQ47. AQ47, what year we are going to use this? 2023. And we can use it for the month of July. Okay. Now, last month, previous year, that will be 6 June. Yeah, that will be the 12th month, but June. Okay. Allow posting the previous period. Okay. Okay. Disallow back posting generally. No, we don't disallow because we have to reconcile GR. Yeah, we have to do that. Save. Save. Okay. So it has automatically updated that last month, previous year was 12 months and last period was 6. Okay, that was of 2022. Okay, save this, go back, easy, material types, attributes of material types. Now, material types can be of different nature. ROH is raw material. Okay, FRT is finished products. Okay, and we have semi-finished goods. What's the code for that? Semi-finished, semi-finished, semi-finished. Semi-finished is help. Okay, help is semi-finished product. Now, if I click on this, there are different settings for every material. Okay. For example, authorization group is for the users. Reference material type is ROH. Why ROH raw material? Because a semi-finished product is a part of material type raw material because it is part of the family of the raw materials. Okay. Explant material status. If explant means if it crossing plant to plant, then what will be the status? Whether it can be dispatched or shipped or sold or locked. Okay. This is again part of your business process. Block for procurement, block for task list, block for sales. So we will just keep it empty. We don't need that. Item category. What is item category? Whether what is this item category used for? Whether it is third-party item, configurable part, or service. Okay, configuration bundle. Whether it's a batch, it's for leasing or service without delivery. Returnable packaging. Based on your material type, you will be using this, but we usually don't do that because we do it on the material master level. Okay. Quantity structure. Quantity structure means how many packets or units are being booked, returned, sold, consumed. That is quantity structure. Now, quantity structure is also used for costing. Initial status means it cannot be zero. Okay. It has to be always there will be some quantity. For example, in some companies like chemical companies, or milk manufacturing or dairy manufacturing, they need milk every time. So initial status cannot be zero. Materials configurable. Again, this is for automotive industry. Material for process. If it is going for process industry like the dairy milk industry. That will be used for process industry, and process orders will be made. Pipeline mandatory, this is for industries like oil and gas, like the dairy industry I just mentioned. Pipeline means that continuous material supply will be ensured. Okay, manufacturer part, it is part of a machine or a sports car. That is your manufacturer part. Okay. Now, status description, what are these basically? These are the views, the tabs that we will see in the material master. Okay. Valuation will happen at standard price. Now, there is a variable price, it is moving average and standard price. Raw material will be used, or it will use moving average. Why? I'll tell you now. And standard price will be used for material like semi-finished product or finished product. Why? Because moving average, like raw material, is always procured from the vendors, from the market. It will have moving prices. So an average of that price will be used. But once it becomes or arrives at the plant and becomes semi-finished good, it will have its standard price. Standard price will include overheads, material consumption, vari variances, plant overheads, labor overheads, okay, fixed overheads, variable overheads, that will become part of the standard price. Price control mandatory. Yes, we want a price control. We can check this. Now, we can also have quantity updating. Yes, 1,000 raw material, 1,000 units of raw material was ordered. Okay. And it was converted into semi-finished goods, and remaining were 900. 100 was scrapped. Okay. Quantity will be updated in all valuation. What is valuation area? It is the plants. Value updating. Yeah. Okay. $1,000 of raw material was ordered. Now, 900 is the quantity left. Now, the value is not $1,000. It can be more because it is semi-finished good. Okay. So, by valuation area, yes. By valuation area means plant. Okay. So, that again depends on your um, client process, basically. Okay. That's how this is done. I hope this is clear to you. This is saved. Okay. All clear? Now, I am giving you an assignment that you will create your own material type, which is raw material, and you'll have to show it to me in the next class. Okay, define number ranges for all material type. Material type will be display groups, finished product, mobile, Kanban, container. Now, once you're actually making a material group, you will assign a number over here. So let me, if you look at semi-finished product, it has the number range of 0, 1, okay, and 0, 2. Interval, group text is this group 1. So there are groups to which your raw material can be assigned. Okay, let's see if there are unassigned. I don't think there are unassigned. Okay, all materials are assigned. Zepto India materials, you can make your own numbering ranges. Okay, numbering ranges can be like this. Okay, so numbering status means 260 materials have been made so far using this material number range. So that was that for material type. Now let's go back to a little bit of enterprise level configuration as well. Let's first see material management and setting purchasing. Purchasing will be, now I'm going into advanced a little bit of advanced configuration right now. Material master, shipping instructions. Now shipping instructions are used for various materials. Shipping instructions are uh, freight on board, CIF, and things like that. Okay, shipping rules, chemical import, Now, these are shipping instructions. For example, chemical import, compliance with shipping instructions, shipping verdict 2022, safety in compliance with shipping laws. Okay, 100 points will be given to this. Or there can be other compliance laws for shipping instructions, which can be given over here. Okay, and compliance default is given over here. For example, if I'm ordering a material which is sensitive or volatile, so it has to have a compliance with that law or with that instruction. Okay, short text, long text. That again, I mean, text key is given over here that will be copied. I hope this is clear to you or not, or still confusing. Is it confusing? Is it confusing, guys? Purchasing group. Okay, let's make a purchasing group. Now, purchasing group can be raw material one, semi-finished good one, and you can be specific. For example, since we are into foods, let's say fresh food, US, fresh foods US, and this can be canned food US, canned foods US. Okay, we give number over here, we give number over here, and telephone, whatever. And purchasing groups will have the details maintained over here. It doesn't matter if you're getting confused right now because this is still configuration, and this configuration will be used uh, for material master creation. Okay, because we are in the material master configuration, maintain purchasing area. Purchasing area. Now, purchasing area basically, again, this can be specific geographically, material type wise, or business segment wise. Okay. Now, this is next assignment. First, you have to create material types plus purchasing area. Why are you creating purchasing area? I want to know that. Okay, purchasing area determination. Purchasing area determination. Why do we need this? Purchasing area will be, for example, purchasing group has many areas like fresh food. Now, fresh food will have many other categories like fresh food can be cream, it can be fish, it can be what else? Vegetables, fresh food. Okay. So that area can be specifically mentioned over here like fish, vegetables, or and you can have multiple because since purchase organization is this, we can create here. Let's say purchase organization was AQ. Okay. Purchase organization, purchase group, A. Where is A? Or we can use you. Fresh foods. Okay. 7 CFU purchasing area. Purchasing area. Purchasing area will have to configure separately. Okay. We'll do that later. Purchasing area can be geographical or material type wise. That's up to you. Okay. Purchase info record, we'll discuss this in the next lecture. But before that, a little bit of more enterprise structure. Now, what is enterprise structure again? I know this is a little bit boring, but very important because this is related to material management. For example, ledgers, parallel valuation, basic setting, valuation profile. Now, valuation is related to material master. Material master, new entries. AQ47. Currency and valuation profile. Now, why do we need this? I'll tell you that. 47. So, okay. Details. Company code currency will be used. I will tell you the logic after I save this. Okay. Now, why do we need this? Let me tell you. Notepad. Okay. Now, currency and valuation profile. What is this for? For example, your company is in Dubai, but your manufacturing is in Philippines. Okay. See, Philippines. Okay. Now, this is using USD. But this is using Filipino peso. Okay. Now, material is being ordered from Dubai and supplied at Philippines. So there will be a payment receiving, but in what currency? Plus, the material that you are ordering is raw material. Okay. Let's say it is bought in USD, but manufacturing of semi-finished good is happening in Philippines peso. Okay, Filipino pesos. So how will you match USD with pesos? Because you have thousands of inventory, but you need reconciliation to know what is the cost of manufacturing. Okay, which in other words is COGS or COGM, which is cost of goods sold and cost of goods manufactured, right? For that, we need currency and valuation profile, where we actually maintain a currency which can be USD or pesos or whatever. Valuation. Now, valuation will have valuation of what? What is valuation? Valuation of inventory. Okay, be it ROH or HALP or FERT, which is finished good. Okay, so valuation is an important step. And there are three types of valuations: legal, group, and profit center valuation. Okay. Are we all good with the explanation or not, or are we confused? Mr. Shakir, Arsalan, and Aftab, tell me. I'm going in very detailed today. Aftab, Arsalan, Shakir, shall I stop here or shall I go?
सर यहाँ मेरे ख्याल से स्टॉप कर लेना चाहिए हमें.